This lesson is on 6-7, titled Translations. So translation is the movement of a figure from one position to another without turning it. If that movement is being turned, it's called a rotation, but translation is literally just moving from one position to another without turning. So if you can see in the picture right here, this green, that green picture, it moved down and then it moved over and nothing turned. Same thing with this yellow one. This yellow picture moved over and then it moved straight up, so it went from here to here without turning. So it's literally just moving without turning. So here's an example. Draw the image of the figure after a translation of 4 units left and 2 units down. Okay, so we're literally taking every single point in this image and translating 4 to the left and 2 down. So I'm going to start off with any point I want. I'm going to pick X. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I went 4 to the left, and now I'm going to go 1, 2 units down. And I'm going to just do it in a different color to help show you. Okay, so now I'm going to label this point X prime with a little dash at the top. That means that's the translated point X. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing with W. I'm going to go 4 to the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, and go 2 down. My point's there, and I'm going to call this W prime. Now, same thing with my last 2 points. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to the left, and then I'm going to go 2 down. And then I'm going to title this Y prime. And the last one, I'm going to go 4 to the left, and I'm going to go 2 down. I'm going to title this Z prime. Now the hard part's over. Now I just have to connect the dots. So I'm going to go connect them. And you can see it's the same image, just translated or shifted a little farther to the left and then a little bit down. So that's all I had to do in this problem. I just had to draw it. Again, using different colors could be helpful like I did. It's up to you, whatever works best for you. Next example says, graph the image of JKL after a translation of 2 units right and 5 down. And then this is write the coordinates of its vertices. So right away, I'm going to just put J prime equals K prime equals and L prime equals, just so that I remember to fill that in at the end. Okay, so I need to go 2 units right and 5 units down. Okay, so 2 units to the right. So I'm going to start with J. I'm going to go 2 units to the right, and I'm going to go 5 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. So then that's going to be J prime. And my J prime, and I can even write that right now, is going to be at the point -1, -1. Okay. So now my K, I'm going to go 2 to the right. And then I'm going to go 5 down. That's my new K. Okay, so that point is going to be 1, 2, 3, and -2. And then my last one is going to be L. I have to go 2 to the right, and then 5 down. It's going to be here. That's right there. And that's going to be L prime, and that's points as that -2. 1, 2, 3, 4, -4. Ultimately, I don't have to connect, but I'll just do it just for the sake. Sometimes it's nice to connect just to see, to make sure that the shape stays the same. But ultimately, we need to know these 3 points. And that's it for this example. My last example says if triangle PQR is translated 2 units left and 3 units down, what are the coordinates of point R prime, or what's the translated coordinates of r. So looks like all I really need to know is r. So I'm just going to do that and save myself time. So I need to go 2 units left and 3 units down. So 2 to the left and 3 down. So I really just need to know that. So that point is at 2, -1. So that's going to be my r prime. It's going to equal that. And it looks like that's all I have to do for this problem. Again, please make sure you read the question carefully so you're not doing any more work than you need to. But pretty much translations are pretty simple. We're just translating each point in an image that we're given, making sure we're reading the coordinate plane properly, and make sure we're translating it correctly. And that brings us to the end of this lesson. Thanks for watching.